I want to start by telling you a little bit about my husband. My husband served in 2 different branches. He was in the Marine Corps. When he graduated high school, he went in and spent 4 years in the Marine Corps. He was in the Marine unit that was the first to cross the line. He did fight in the Fallujah battle. He lost his best friend in that battle. So he got out for about 9 months after the Marines, and because the military is his life, went back into the Army. My husband loved the military. This was his life. You couldn't get him away. He was a sergeant from the second he woke up to the second he went to sleep. Everything revolved around the military, including our proposal, by the way. He believed that our country would be nothing if the military didn't get us to where we needed to go. They are the reason that we have the freedoms that we do. My husband did die for his country, and he would want us now to see that this is something that has to be done. I think my biggest issue was I have gotten calls from lots of reporters. I wasn't ready to emotionally talk about anything, including my husband. I needed to be able to breathe and function. I do. I want you to know who my husband was. I want you to know that the military was his life. That, not saying anything bad against reporters, but they do have a tendency of downplaying the military. They have a tendency of trying to make it their fault. This was not the military's fault. My husband would roll over if he thought anyone was trying to say he didn't die for his country, or anyone was trying to say that the military was at fault here, or at fault for any soldier's death. These boys know their job. They know the risk involved. But you know what? They chose to protect our freedom. They signed the dotted line. Nobody signs it for them. Their wives, when they marry them, they know what they're getting into. We know what we're taking. It doesn't make it any less. It doesn't make it hurt any less when they come to tell you. But at the same time, we know. And even though they didn't want to die, they did it because they wanted us not to go through things like the country of Iraq. For us to have the freedoms and the democracy that we have. They would rather fight that battle somewhere else than to have them on our homeland fighting it here. These are my husband's dog tags. They were given to me by the general at the funeral. I haven't taken them off since, and probably won't for a long time. He's still very much a part of my life. Probably always will be. I don't think when you're told your husband was killed in action, it really matters how or why. He's not coming home. As in, do I think I could have accepted it better if it had been something like an IED? Probably not, because he's still not coming home. Do I feel hurt? Yes. I don't know the situation or the circumstances. I don't know any of that. There's an ongoing investigation, and the military will handle that. And I trust the military. They are still my family. And what they know, they'll tell me. So I can't tell you something I don't know.